Welcome, Scorpio, to your March Astro Dice reading. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, hit that big old like button and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with you. Best messages coming out for the month. For those of you who are new, this is where I take tarot with astrology and make a small horoscope for the month using only one of the 12 houses. So let's see what best house is coming out with best message, please. Got the moon coming out. Ooh, some Virgo energy. Going straight into the 5th house. Nice. So with that moon coming out, talk about your unconscious, sensitive inner emotions and responses. With some Virgo energy. This energy around you is dutiful, hesitant, and humble with a discriminating, diligent, and painstaking air. So, yeah. So, where you have fun, romance, and create things you are proud of. Loving that 5th house right now. Okay, let's see what's going on with you. Getting straight into it. We're talking about the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month. Best messages, please, coming out. Ooh. So let's see what's going on here. We have the Page of Pentacles coming out. So there's talking about reflection. Well, we have the moon and it's coming underneath that reflection. So reflecting upon a situation. There could be some kind of news that you need to reflect on. The Page of Pentacles is bringing in this news. They're saying, I'm giving you this news that you might be very ambitious about, causing this ambitious response, right? Because the moon wants you to respond. A lot of sensitivities to the situation, but this is definitely moving to calmer waters and could be ending a relationship. It says your relationship is ending. So this is releasing some kind of baggage, moving on, changing, transitioning from the situation in itself. So whatever this news is, ooh. For some of you, it could be a third-party situation. 3 is a crowd. It could also be gossip, something that's going to literally want you to have this understanding of what's going on around you, right? It's going to give you introspective, but I think that's going to be okay though. Yes, because it's going to give you new opportunities, new ways of looking at things, finding the purpose. So I think this actually is kind of its own blessing in its own way. I think there was something that was standing in the room, and just a metaphor, right? Standing in the way, something standing there saying, I'm not sure exactly what's going on with this situation, but this is going to change everything. This is going to say, this is the news that I've been looking for. This is what I needed to hear. You know, I need my intuition to you know, stay as open as I can, but there's something hidden from this situation. And when this person finally comes in, it was exactly what you needed. You needed that validation. You needed that calling. You needed this self-awareness because there was something there that says, I'm not sure. My intuition's just not really picking up on it, but I think either that or you could say, my intuition was right all this time. And maybe I was kind of ignoring it because the Judgment in reverse is kind of like ignoring the call, needing that validation, not 100% going on what you truly were, right? Having that gut feeling. Maybe you wanted to, for some of you, maybe you were trying to ignore the gut feeling saying, I don't want that to be real, right? I will know when it's real when I actually hear something about the situation. Okay, and going to the mid-month over here. Clarify on the situation, please. You have the 4 of Wands coming out, wow. With the King of Cups. And delays. So with the 4 of Wands to the King of Cups. Clarify on the 4. Hold on, guys. Clarify on why the 4 of Wands is here. What the joy and harmony was to this marriage, it could be that this is an inevitable end. So what the joy in marriage was to this situation, some of you could feel like this is the end of the joy to this marriage. With the King of Cups coming in, it is the partnership of the connection, the ending of this connection. You felt like it was a learning lesson to this situation. Doesn't mean you have to be married. It could just be a long-term committed relationship, just the relationship in itself, wherever this celebration was. If some of you were getting ready to get married, you're calling off the proposal. This marriage will not go through. There is delays and panic to the situation. For some of you, just feel like, you know what? Okay, that's fine. And this is where you want to be alone. So in the mid-month, you just feel like this person has really hurt you and you feel depleted, and you are in dire need of rest for sure, from this situation, as you're prioritizing your peace with the Hermit over here, trying to look deep within this situation, because you know that this is exactly what was happening, and you just, you know what, I didn't want this to happen. Well, nobody wants that to happen. So this just looks more like, okay, that was it. So there's going to be this feeling of seeking your own truth and wisdom when it comes to the situation, and trying to figure out what I'm going to do next about this situation, when it comes to this relationship. It feels like you're shying away from your feelings in some ways, but that's because you're keeping them to yourself, as you are preparing to move forward in where it is that you want to be. Some of you might get a little trapped in the past of what was going on within the situation, going back and forth between, you know, in your mind of all the things that we're going through with this relationship, the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? So it's going to be kind of like the daily haunts during the mid-month of what was really taking place within this situation. Okay, so getting to the end of the month over here, so definitely feeling a little haunted from the thoughts. And then you have the Empress in reverse, the Queen of Wands in reverse with the Sun. Wow, the Sun coming out. So it's almost like it's all going to be good. Everything's going to check out. Everything's going to be fine. You're going to find that warmth within yourself. You do feel like you do have this person over here who's a little jealous about the situation, a little self-confident, or a little egomatic. So you could feel like they're being a little egomatic about this situation. There is a little inaction that you are not taking. You are not going to do that. It was infidelity. For a lot of you, it is infidelity. You have the Three of Cups over here up in reverse, talking about that third party situation, and the Empress in reverse, which is talking about infidelity. So, and then you have definitely this selfish behavior over here coming from this Queen of Wands. So you may be dealing with a Leo. It doesn't have to be. It could be anybody. I do have a Leo, Aries, Libra, Sagittarius, and Pisces on the board more than anybody. You do have the Ace of Cups, so it's almost like you're feeling this. You're starting to try to get to new found feelings. You're trying your hardest, but your intuition is still on target. Your intuition is flying. You're not going to listen to what they're talking about, because it just feels like that they're trying to manipulate a situation when it comes to this. So they might be trying to use some kind of psychology on you, right? Like, oh, well, you know, okay, well, we don't need that. So yeah. And then you have the Hangman, and it's almost like they're disrespecting you and not showing you the true loyalties of what's going on. I feel like they're not thinking about your feelings, only thinking about their feelings. So they're pretty much saying, well, you know how much this hurts me? And it's like, okay, well, you just disregarded all of my feelings of like, what, you think it didn't hurt me? That you did that to me? So it's pretty much kind of playing victim over here. Yeah. So it's almost like they're trying to let it go as they're being the Hangman, and they just want you to release all of this and just say everything is fine. Wow. So disregard for any of your feelings. They just want you to just jump back into run through the tulips with me. Everything's fine. That was a week ago. That was 2 weeks ago. That was last month. You know, we're here now. So it's almost like they're repressing all of that stuff and avoiding the situation. And just acting like we're just going to go the next, like sweep it under the rug. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Right. No wonder you're depleted and need rest. But over here it says you have the positivity and the pleasure, and you're going to end up finding your own inner strength as you focus on your own inner compassion to yourself and have better understanding, even though you're still going to have Three of Swords. I'm telling you, for a lot of you, this is cheating, and this is the disloyalty, you know, the heartbreak and the suffering and all the emotional pain and stuff. So even though you still have the Three of Swords, which is obviously not going to go away for a while, especially after you've been so betrayed, but you're still making your way. You're still trying to, you know, find that sunshine within yourself, right? Even though it's raining, right? I mean, it's raining inside yourself, but you're trying to put on that smile. I mean, my friends, the only thing I think of on this is that you're trying to make this beautiful rainbow, you know, because the rain clouds with the sun makes a rainbow. And, you know, the darkest days we have, and this is just where you're trying to find that happiness from the past, and not even from them, within yourself, trying to find that happy spot, trying to find that place that makes you feel joyful from this inner turmoil, from these clashes that are going on, these disagreements, this strife, right? And just really needing to find the patience within yourself and finding the meaning. Like, okay, so if this is what's going on, then how am I going to follow my heart? Spirit says, just follow your heart. You will find that rainbow. You will find that victory. Don't allow them to take away everything that you have. Don't let them take away that ultimate sunshine within yourself, right? And I know it's easier said than done, but when the end of the day comes, right, it's always about us in the end, about how we're going to feel, because we can't always make everybody feel good, right? So right now it's almost like you have to go after your own victory, your own good fortune. Wow. Spirit says in the end of this situation will be, text messages please, in the near future, reconsider, look for signs, okay, for improving your health. So in the near future, everything's going to be okay. You're going to find yourself where you need to be. Reconsider what's going on within this situation. Find that happiness within yourself. Look for the signs of the times. Spirit is sending you things. Improving the health, right? As you're improving health and getting healthy again after recovery, right? Just continue to keep listening to your intuition, because you were so spot on about your intuition, right? Because you do have beautiful new days coming ahead of you, okay? Big happy changes are on the way, okay? And it's going to take some time, obviously, but yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a heavy load for a little while. The heaviness is going to be, of course, on the feelings, on the emotions, on the moon, on the heart, right? But you will surpass that, okay? You'll have this beautiful new beginning that you will see as success starts coming back into your life, okay? Okay, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.